The areas that we're watching, Coffee County and Atkinson County, these just popped up, and we've been talking about this all day. We've been seeing a lot of these severe thunderstorm warnings that you have seen have had that tag of tornado possible. It has been so nice out here, and it has felt a lot better after we got through some fairly cold temperatures earlier this morning, going from the 30s, now in the 60s. Going to be keeping a fairly close eye on this, only 15 miles away. That is not that far away, guys. You want to make sure you are in your safe spot. Plenty going on right now, so we can already see we're getting impacted right here from this storm system as it continues to move through. Although we're not under the thick of it, we're still having some impacts.
It's like a chocolate-covered strawberry.
Wait. I don't want to eat all of it at once, but oh my God.
See, it's good.
Our road conditions all across the area are completely covered. Not partly covered, not mostly covered, completely covered. It is going to be a fairly dicey evening and overnight hours. This rotation, if it does continue to push toward the east or maybe even tighten up a little bit, you'll be seeing this around 4:48 p.m. Zion Hope Church around 4:50. A typical pot pie contains ingredients such as chicken, beef, or pork, vegetables, and gravy. But there are endless possibilities out there. I know Ashanti hasn't really tried one just yet, so maybe we can make her one of these days. Well, if you ever want to soar through the clouds high in the sky, we might not can do that by ourselves, but what we can do is soar through the clouds on the ground, which are known as fog. We are seeing that snow starting to come down, even at a faster rate than what we saw just here an hour ago. Is that we know all these different things that are pertaining to heat that can melt, but it's never a good idea to sit in a hot car because if any of this can melt, you don't want to be out in it. Highlights: accumulating snowfall leading to impassable roadways all throughout Sunday night, and then we'll have some snow likely tomorrow.
Your WAOB First Alert weather with meteorologist Tommie Owens.
Well, let's go ahead and look at satellite radar showing you there's that front there in the distance. This front eventually will slowly push its way closer and closer to South Georgia. Currently, though, we're mainly just getting a lot of cloud cover in the region. No precipitation expected in the next few hours until we get into the overnight hours. That's when we could see some of that rainfall trying to make its way a little bit closer to us. Current conditions across the board are sitting in the 60s, so fairly mild here across the region. 66 there in Albany, 63 in Cuthbert, 63 in Maracus, 65 in Moultrie, and we're seeing a 68 in Valdosta. Almost there to 70, but not quite. Now, as we continue throughout the rest of today, we're going to see those temperatures fall further into the 60s and then 50s, 56 there by 8 p.m., 51 by 10 p.m., and then by midnight at 48. Winds are going to stay fairly calm once we move a little bit later into the evening, and then there are those clouds. They're going to be sticking around well throughout the rest of the day as well. You can see forecast lows tonight are going to stretch all the way from the upper 30s into the low 50s. So 51 in Valdosta tonight, 48 in Tifton, 47 in Camilla, but in Albany, 41, 39 there in Cuthbert. So it is going to be wherever that front begins to go. So we could be seeing where that front begins to lie and then how those rain chances start working their way into the forecast as well. So future radar and clouds really beginning to show the opportunity for the clouds to continue growing throughout the rest of the night, and then the rain chances starting to get here mainly into that early morning hour on Tuesday. So when people are starting to wake up, maybe get ready for work or school, as we are going to be heading back tomorrow, it looks like we're going to be dealing with some heavy rainfall at times. So you definitely want to prepare yourself for this. Grab the rain gear and grab the coats, as it's going to be cold. You can see that wind coming out of the north already by 6:30, mixing in with that rain. It's going to be a cold rain for the morning. Continue to bring some heavy rainfall at times for some of us, and you can even see some of those deeper reds and oranges starting to pop up there on the map, pushing this rain out as we go later into your Tuesday, mainly into the afternoon and evening. Looks like we'll be coming to an end for the rainfall. And then we go into Tuesday night dry but cold. Hard freeze watch is in effect for a majority of southwest Georgia, indicating the chance for frost and freeze conditions that could kill crops and other sensitive vegetation, possibly damage unprotected pipes and even some plumbing. Now, here's a look at what those wind chill values are going to start feeling like, because yes, it's going to get breezy out there. You're starting to see some teens popping up out here in southwest Georgia. Despite temperatures only sitting in the low 20s, It's going to feel a lot colder in a lot of cases. Look at that, feeling like 15 degrees there at 3:30 in the morning in Albany here in the region. And it's just going to stay cold throughout a majority of the morning before things start improving slightly as we go throughout the day. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast for you so you can see we do have another chance for some fairly cold temperatures as we get closer toward the weekend.